Well, good evening, race fans, and welcome back to oNiD Racing. It's time for another stream. We are back for round 3 of the Jimmy Broadbent powered by oNiD Racing all-round series of events. Believe it or not, this is actually Adam D. I know I sound slightly different tonight, but never mind, because I am joined, as always, on a Monday night by Mr. Johnny Ashley. Johnny!
Hello, how is everyone?
Living the dream, sir. Living the dream. We've got Pinky and Heike van der Veen in the chat already, so good evening to you guys as well. And Johnny, it looks like a pretty tricky prospect for the drivers out on track tonight. Just tell everyone what we've got coming up tonight.
So we have got the KTM's GT4 car, single spec. We've got 20-minute qualifying, as you can see right now. Well, actually, no, just the end of free practice. So we're going into qualifying, which will be in the dark. Then they've got two 30-minute races. The first race will be in the middle of the day, nice sunny weather at Zolder. And then we'll be heading over to race 2, which will be the middle of the night.
So basically what we've got is we've got a KTM box around a bouncy track in the dark, GT4s. What sadist came up with this plan?
It actually was Jimmy Mancy, and he's conveniently not here.
Heike's got a good point, though. He says, but no rain.
No, that's true. I wish I had done some rain, because Heike was asking for rain earlier.
Well, this is the car that you'd want to drive in the rain as well, if I remember correctly, out of the GT4s. But alas, no rain tonight. Heisenberg Knox is with us as well. Hello, sir. Ben22 with the oNiD Dyno. I'd almost forgotten about the oNiD Dyno. He looks good. Pinky wants a crash fest. Well, you know, your wish is probably our command. Pinky says he should be dragged into the race. Wish Jimmy. Yes, he really should. Except he is literally only just returned from his holiday. Literally like in the last hour or so. So I don't think he would have been terribly popular had they walked through the door and he quickly fired the rig up straight away. But there you go. So Johnny, this is our 3rd event now in the Jimmy Broadbent all-round series of events.
Yep.
Thoughts on the series so far?
I think it's gone really well. I thought last Monday with the GT3, British GT3 at Silverstone went really well. The guys handled the weather really well. And we saw some really, really good racing. I think your event on Wednesday went really well with a fair whack of people turning up as well. So, and again, the good thing with tonight is you don't need that many people for single spec GT4 racing. The good decent numbers. We've got 18 cars tonight, and that'll be perfect for this kind of race. You know, Zolder's not massive. So yeah, it's been good. It's been really good, and it's good to get the Jimmy's community involved, and we see some regular faces from oNiD Racing and some absolute brand new ones. So it's good to share the love and the passion that we have as well. So it's good. Absolutely,
it is, and it's great to see these KTMs out on track. Have you driven the KTM much? I don't think I think I've maybe done a couple of laps in the KTM, but not much. What about you?
I've done maybe the odd race here or there. I think I did one of the evaluations for the rookie league we both did a little while ago. I think I did one of the evaluations in a KTM and parked it, and I've never driven it since.
So is it a tricky one to drive?
It's not. It is and it isn't. It's probably not too dissimilar from the Ginetta, in my opinion, but and it's great out of corner. I do love the Ginetta, but it's the same thing with the Ginetta. The KTM can get lost in open GT4. You know, we did a Ginetta single spec series. It was fantastic because we were all in the Ginetta. You've all got the same floors. The KTM is fantastic out of the corners and through the corners. But straight line speed, it has none. So
no, it's I can't decide whether I like the look of the KTM or not. I mean, from the front, it's quite cool and quirky, but from the back, it just looks like an open sardine can.
Well, it's basically a motorbike with 2 extra wheels.
Yeah, and just some weird metal frame around the outside of it. But
yeah.
Oh, it's a fun little car, and we are going to enjoy seeing these go around the track tonight. OLPC 2006 is now following. Thank you for that, sir. I always say sir, and I really shouldn't, because OLPC doesn't tell me whether you're male, female, or otherwise. So thank you anyway. Ben wants to know where's the rain, and there is none. So happy days. But where are you, Ben? Why are you not succumbing yourself to a KTM GT4 tonight? That's what I want to know. So we've got some different drivers out there tonight, which is always exciting for a stream that involves me, because that means I get to try and pronounce stuff that I've never tried before. And I'm already looking at car 75 and thinking, what? There's like a slash in there and everything. I have no idea what to do with that. Any ideas?
I could just open up the race list and find out his actual name for you, couldn't I?
Yeah, because at the minute I've got Quinn V/D Waal, and I would like to.
I think it's Quinn van der Waal. I'm gonna go.
Oh, we've got another Vander, have we?
Yeah, another one.
So Quinn van der Waal. There we go. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We're getting our first cars across the track. And it is the other Vander that was first across the line, but it's Sebastian Lucassen who goes to the top of the times. 1.8 clear of our own Heike van der Veen, with his team name of One More Time again. But now it's Michael Schipper to the top with a 38.6. That's a huge lap compared to everyone else.
Yeah, it's a massive lap. We saw some of these in practice. That was about the going time, but I think the track would have got a little bit quicker, so we might see some guys dip into the 37s. You know, look out for the likes of Matheson. I would think he'll be flying high up there as well. So, and we saw from the race last week, Matheson had some serious pace in a GT3 car. So, I wonder what he's like in a GT4.
Now, the interesting thing is that that obviously this is set up as a series. It's not one of those things that is mandatory for everyone to do all of the races, because we're going cross-platform with AC as well. But of course, some people are doing multiple events across both platforms. But even without that, Mr. Van Oosenen is actually second in the championship right now, having literally just won the opening race. But where is he tonight?
He was signed up for tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's got to. I saw his name on the entry list. But I know he's been suffering a little bit with COVID.
Where's that excuse? What's the, I'm here.
Yeah, but it's up there with the I've hurt my foot excuse as well, isn't it? So
smashed. The word is smashed, not hurt.
You know, you're not the commitment that our very own Apex Fest has got. He managed to drive with a dodgy ankle last night.
Did he really? Oh, well, good on him.
He did.
Good on him. Matheson, by the way, has gone to the top. And anyway, I joined in with a pad one night and almost killed multiple people, but never mind. Matheson to the top with a 38.2. So the lap times are improving pretty quickly for these guys.
Yeah, and I think it will. I think, you know, the track's just turned optimum as well, so halfway through the session. So if the guys want to go in now, get some new boots on, I think you'll see them times come down. But Mr. Clark in third was pretty quick during practice. I think he'll probably get a bit quicker.
Yeah, he was. Interestingly, Craig Matheson has gone with the very McLaren colour scheme with the orange and the light blue stripes. Let's hope that his pace is a little bit better than the McLaren boys in Formula 1 was yesterday.
Ginetta could be quicker than the McLaren boys.
Yeah, I think so. And the Ginetta's more reliable than the Red Bull as well, but there you go.
Yeah.
So Matheson stays at the top at the moment on that 38.2. Schipper is second, then it's Clark, Condliffe, Jackman, Lucassen, Hackle, Helvey, Jelinek, Chittil, Radu, Semken, Russell, Van der Veen, Gerlich, Van der Waal, Menzies and Callum Boyd ringing out the top. I think, am I right in thinking that Callum Boyd is actually the current championship leader, having competed in 2 separate events, or have I made that up?
I think you might be right. Let's go and check though.
Whilst you're doing that, we've jumped on board with Craig Matheson so you can get an idea what it's like to drive this KTM weapon around Zolder. And the interesting thing will be whether it's full yeet over the what do you call them, chicane or not. There we go. Get my words out.
So yeah, Callum Boyd is currently leading the championship. Two races complete out of the 2 that we've done. So this will be his 3rd one. He's currently leading by 8 points over Wilbur van Oosenen. So yeah, nice. Craig Matheson is down in 5th as well with 40 points. So it'd be a good chance for him to get towards the top of the leaderboard as well.
He's just pushed his luck over the curb, so he was 2/10 up on this lap, and has just invalidated it through what I always like to call the forest chicane. And the worrying thing about that for him is that Michael Schipper is on a real lap, 4/10 up and flashing purple, although he's just dropped to 10th now through this sector, but he's got a chance to steal pole this time around, and Matheson will have to go again and try to not invalidate. It's a really tricky one to work out exactly where the track limits are on that second chicane, isn't it?
Yeah, really difficult. You can actually get away with taking quite a lot of the inside of the first part of the chicane.
Yeah.
And you can almost straight line it, but then you have to kind of get yourself to the left to be able to take the right hand side of it as well, because it's quite a looping right hander up the hill. So it's quite difficult. I've always struggled with that chicane. Usually, if I'm in the Bentley on the first chicane, I'm all right because I can just fly over the top of it.
Yeah, didn't you used to say that you'd take the first one and then land somewhere after the second one and you'd be fine?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I'll just see, OLPC 2006, is there a beginners league? There is a rookie league starting over in oNiD. We are actually got the first evaluation race this Thursday, and I think if you're quick and drop me a message, there may be a spot available for it. There was full earlier on this week, but I think we may have one spot. Let me check for you as I'm quickly... Yeah, there is one spot available. So I've just opened that up if you want to sign up.
And OLPC, I have to tell you, that is a league well worth getting involved in. There are coaches on hand who help out between races and over the race night as well, and give guidance and feedback, and there's a debrief session after the races. It's a really cool thing that's come together. So get yourself involved in that one. Craig Matheson just coming to the end of this lap, by the way. He's half a second up on this lap, so about to throw down a stunner here. And he does a 1:37.652.
Did think they'd get in the 37s because it is getting quicker. And yes, Pinky, hand up, you are one of the coaches in that rookie league, one of the new coaches for the season. So that will be good. But yeah, I think as this track gets quicker, I think Schipper will probably go a little bit quicker as well and close that gap.
Yeah, he's on another lap now. He's 15 seconds into this current lap. He's a 10th up on his best at the moment. Make that 2. So let's go pick up on Michael Schipper. He's found another 10th as well. So that track is obviously getting better and better and better right now. Rubbering in, getting quicker and quicker, and the guys getting more and more used to a car that many of them won't have spent a lot of time driving before. And that's one of the real challenges of these little single make races. Is quite often it's a car that you've never driven before.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're coming to the end of our first month of events. We're kind of halfway through. We've got a couple of weeks to go. And with the new Cup pack coming out on Wednesday,
yeah,
I think we'll see a few more single make races coming over the next few weeks.
Now you might have just seen there, Michael Schipper had to get out of his lap because he was being held up by another car that was on a flying lap, and of course, you know, there's no expectation for a slower car to jump out of the way. but you know, it cost Michael Shipper dearly. He's had to back out, and he will go again. Meanwhile, Craig Matheson is flashing purple and going faster again.
Yeah, which is really good. You know, Matheson was absolutely rapid at Silverstone, even in the wet. I know he had a few incidents early on in the race, but he was battling right back through the pack. So he'll be the one to beat today, that's for sure. He's been, he's really good to watch as well. He's very smooth in the car as well. He's not having to fight it. So, and that in the KTM, that's really good to do as well. If you can drive this car smoothly and get as much pace as you can out of it, you'll do really well. Hiker, what's up with you, man? You love the KTM.
He's back in his box and he's not happy about it.
Hiker's never been back in his box. We won't be able to get him back in his box since he joined oNiD.
Dear. Jubka says, will the new Audi be available for the Rookie League?
That's undecided yet. It's not. It's a conversation we have to have an admin team over the next few days.
I guess one of the things is you want to check that it's not just ridiculously OP, right?
Yeah, that's the one thing you got to check is it's not going to be ridiculously OP. Obviously, with new cars, new changes, I don't know if there's going to be a change in the BOP. We don't know if that's coming. So until we get the update notes on Wednesday, we won't really know what's going on. But yeah, I think you might see it because it's obviously Rossi's going to be driving that car, so it's obviously a big draw for drivers to go in that car. So I just hope they don't do what they did with the BMW and make it ridiculous that everyone has to use it.
Yeah, sorry. Very nicely, Claire just threw a toasted waffle at me, and I caught it in my hand, but it was incredibly hot because it's just come straight out of the toaster. So if you heard a bit of kerfuffle in the background, that's what that was. Hiker says, you first got to find my box, mate. Never going back in there. Oh, and Hiker obviously liked throwing that waffle kerfuffle. Yeah.
We've got to be on best behaviour tonight. We might end up on another oNiD serious compilation.
Oh, what? Who?
Have you not seen the compilation?
Oh, is this Whiskey's one?
No. This is the one that Ben did on YouTube. And it's a compilation of all of our comms best bits.
Are you sure that Ben did that?
Or was it you?
It was me, yeah.
Well, see, I was away most of the weekend, so I just saw it pop up, sorry.
Yes, no, that was... yeah, I just thought I'd have a bit of a laugh with that. But yeah, it just goes to show that we're not entirely professional, but never mind, that's not what we're here for.
Mini Porsche is going to be fun. Yeah, Cassie, you said in the chat earlier you like it. Mr. Jelinek, how are you, sir? You not see so many people in the chat. It's great.
So not many people left to finish their laps, by the way, at the end of qualifying. So Matheson looks pretty solid up there in pole. Shipper second. The only two left out there, I think, really are Lewis Clark, who's just made a mistake, and Callum Boyd, who's got himself up to fourth. He was a couple of tenths up on this lap, and is again. Make that 3 tenths. So let's see what he can do out the final corner, and see if he can move up at all. He does improve, but I think by 0.02 of a second, so that doesn't move him up anything. But still, a fourth place is a good return for our series leader.
That's great stuff. He'll be very pleased with that. And, look at that. Nice bright sunshine now, so we can see all them lovely liveries that is out there. But turn one will be quite challenging. It's quite a difficult corner. So they're going to have to really go steady into there, and it's especially with the KTM because it loves a slide. So I wonder how many people slide out during turn one. But there again, they won't have got that much speed going up there. So be interesting, that's for sure. But yeah, Boyd will be looking for a decent start and looking to get up with Clark, Shipper, and Matheson. That's for sure. And then we've got some quick guys behind as well. Jelinek, Jackman, they can all do a bit. So
it's interesting as well that. In fact, I've completely forgotten what's interesting. There was something that was interesting that I was about to say, and then it's just gone from my brain. Never seen that before. Look, there's actually petrol pumps lined up at the end of the pit lane. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. I just see so Hiker's just said, "What is that bright thing in the sun? In the sky?" That would be the sun, Hiker.
Thing is, to put the sun reflecting off the incoming rain.
Oh dear. So we've got 20-minute race coming up, and I've just remembered what I was going to say that was interesting, was that you've actually given them a full warm-up lap this time.
Yeah, you need it in GT4 cars. Them tyres they don't have tyre blankets. Them tyres will be stone cold, and you don't want them flying into turn one with stone cold tyres.
No, so but when we did the GT4 series in one night the other week, obviously it was 6 races, so we didn't have time for the full warm-up laps. But that was interesting on the lap ones, with no temps in their tyres at all.
Yeah, it was. You know, in that case, it was we needed to rattle through the races as quickly as possible. But this one, they want to have they've got 2 decent races, a 20-minute and a 30-minute. So they'll want to get their tyres up and get racing properly. But my God, it looks like a stream of Batmobiles going down the pit lane or the pit track.
So this is picking up from the back of the field. Hiker, they're starting 18th tonight, but I'm sure he'll make up plenty of places through the race.
Yeah, it'd be interesting as well to see he does make up places, because obviously they'll have all their tyre pressure set for the the night time, so it'll be a lot cooler. So they're gonna have to adjust their temperatures to or their pressures even, just to get them up to temp and get the best out of the car as well. So be interesting. I think there'll be a few. I think Marek Chittle will come through from 13th. I think you'll see him definitely in the top 10. And I'm gonna say Hiker's gonna come top 12.
Oh, nice. Kind of brings me on to the question of your prediction, because I always like getting predictions from you and whoever else is in the comms box. So who is going to take the win in this one tonight, Johnny?
I think short race for the first one. Matheson showed some good pace. I think if he can get away cleanly, he'll dominate the first race tonight.
Okay, well I'm going to go with Shipper then, just so there's a bit of rivalry there between the two predictions.
Like there's not enough rivalry between me and you, Adam.
All friendly.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Tosser.
No. That's me. So it's a reasonably short lap, so we are coming around towards the end of it now. And then these guys will take us off for 20 minutes worth of racing at Zolder. Matheson has clearly got the TC turned down because he keeps lighting up the rear tyres just to get some heat in them. A couple of new names in the chat as well, so welcome along to oNiD. Thanks for watching with us tonight. This is KTM GT4s at Zolder, race 1 of the night. Second race to come straight after this one. Craig Matheson then will lead us away. As normal, we switch to Helicam for the start. And let's hope for a nice, clean turn 1. Looks like Shipper is a long way forward in his zone, but that's fine. Going to be a nice start in just a moment. We're going to go green right about now. And Matheson and Shipper go off together. Clark sitting in the middle there. And we do see some carnage a little further back. And yet there's... in fact, everyone seems to have got away with that.
Yeah, there was a little bump on someone, and the resulting bump managed to turn him back the right way. Someone cut across the grass as well from a little nudge, and they've all got through relatively cleanly. So As we just see a little push out wide.
Shipper has taken the lead. So he got himself up the inside of Matheson, but now has run out wide into the gravel. And Matheson straight back through. And in fact, I think, Clark has also got through up into second as well. So lots of changes at the front there. Matheson from Clark, then Boyd, then Shipper. So Shipper having a great start and then a difficult part of that lap. And actually, Shipper is ahead of Boyd, sorry.
Yeah, it was unlucky from Shipper. He seemed to get a good start, managed to get the inside, but the exit onto that, if you touch that gravel, it really does compromise you going down that straight. So he has struggled a little bit there, but he'll battle back through, I'm pretty sure.
Hiker has got himself up into 15th already, so your prediction of a top 12 looks on right now.
Yeah, if Hiker can stay pretty good for the race, he'll pick up a few places. He's just picked up another couple there. He's going to pick up another one. I think he's actually absolutely flying down the straight. A little bit of a bump draft from the car behind him.
Yeah, and Clark looks very close, actually.
He's very close. Johnny switcheroo time into the first corner. That's what it needs.
I can't. Oh, he's going for it as well. Look at that.
Go on, lad.
He's gone for the Johnny and he's pulled it off. He's but Matheson with the inside line into T2, but he might just hold it round the outside here, and he does.
Yeah, Matheson had to back out of that. So that was good from Clark. Switcheroo, Johnny special,
and now Shipper. This is where he lost the lead last time around. Can he repay the favour and get back past Matheson in the same part of the track? I don't think he's quite close enough, and a move into the chicane is always risky, so he doesn't go for it.
No, it's clever to just keep out of that. Sometimes you can get a better exit than the car in front as well, because the car in front will have all in your mirrors. So, easy mistake going into that chicane. You can sometimes pick up a few places. But the top three are very, very close.
They really are. I've just worked out what the curse is for the KTM, by the way. Have you seen the badge in the middle of the steering wheel on the KTM?
Has it got Reiter written on it?
Yes, it has. As our leaders go side by side. Matheson tried to go round the outside into the hairpin. Doesn't quite work out, so has dropped back a little bit from Clark. But we know that Matheson has got the pace. Clark has managed to put himself up there. As you see, Shipper trying to find a way past Matheson. Kind of engineered a gap. And now they are side by side, coming down the start-finish straight. And look at Callum Boyd trying to get involved as well. Johnny, prepared to talk. So I'm about to sneeze.
Well, let's as we see then Shipper and Matheson then, and Shipper goes round the inside into turn one, and it looks to have got that move done on Matheson as well. And Boyd comes through as well. Can he hold it round the outside? I think Matheson's just going to keep that inside line and does, but definitely looking for. There's a good little battle going on here, and Boyd will be looking to pick up any scraps from the battle ahead. But all this fighting between these three does mean that Clark is able to scamper away, and he's now 1.7 seconds up the road. As we see then Matheson looking on Shipper, but no, again backs out. Sensible thing to do into the chicane. And Princess JT's here, Adam.
Oh, thank goodness. I was starting to get worried, to be honest.
Yeah, I was, to be honest.
But, big move from Matheson into the forest chicane. That pushes Shipper wide, and he might have just picked himself up a track limit warning there, and a great save from Matheson. But yeah,
number 63, Zam. For Zam, is down in 8th for the guy who just asked in the chat.
There we go. There he is. There's Zamfir Radu for QV Motorsports. And despite being bang in the middle of the field, seems to be all by himself right now. So it's a pretty nice, safe place to be. But look at that up ahead. That is the gaggle of leaders. I think we've got the front 7 pretty much all together, apart from Clark pulling away a bit at the front. But let's go back on board with Matheson now, as he's looking for a way past Shipper as they head down to turn 1.
Yeah, it seems to be just eking out a little bit, but Jelinek and Jackman are slowly catching these front lot as well.
Yeah, they are. The whole pack is concertinaing together. Now this is where Shipper lost this position to Matheson on lap 1. Very different lines going in, and exactly the same thing has happened. Look, and Matheson through into second place, and now Callum Boyd will be thinking, can he have a go at Michael Shipper as they head through chicane number 1. Lewis Clark, meanwhile, out front by 2.8 seconds and a 1:38.5 on the last lap. There we go. Boyd gets very close to the back of Shipper into the forest, and then Shipper gets it all sideways. Boyd with a nudge on the rear end. I don't think there was a gap there, Callum.
So Johnny, there was a gap. If we look a little bit further down, Casey Jackman is on the back of Petr Jelinek. Still very tight between these guys. 2 oNiD drivers as well. They are regulars in our leagues, so it's good to see them with some fairly decent pace and high up the order as well.
Now, Matheson has closed the gap a little bit to Clark. Couple of tenths of a second, but it's going to be worth watching that gap to see if it starts to come down. Matheson ridiculously fast in qualifying, so is he now starting to get a handle on these conditions and might be able to pull that gap back into Clark?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looking in as well. Shipper's going to lose touch a little bit as well from these guys because he's embroiled in a battle with Mr. Boyd, our series leader.
That was a good word, that, Johnny. I like that.
What, embroiled?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I've got
quite long for you.
Yeah, I was going to say my thesaurus is out. I can't even fucking say it.
It's brilliant when somebody tries to say thesaurus and can't even say it. Oh, and there's a send.
Yeah, that was Boyd trying to dive bomb Mancy style at the inside.
It didn't quite work out.
No,
actually, Shipper's got away a little bit. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, he's just saying he keeps clipping the grass as well, which is not going to help. He's oh, someone's telling Nightbot to shut up. Love it.
It's Willie Black's clone, obviously. But yeah, Nightbot does have a moment. Although I'm not sure what a lockdown remix has to do with the race that's going on. So maybe that's why Nightbot wasn't very happy. But yeah, it's nice to see some of the guys in chat. Dan Locke and Camaraderie UKKI. Loving the fact that we mentioned QV Motorsports. So let's do it again. QV Motorsports, FTW.
Jump onto Zam for a second. Let's see where he is. It's still solid in 8th. He's catching up a little bit, but I've raced with Zam. A little bit. I think I've raced him over in OTL for a few months. And
Matheson ahead of Clark. Sorry to cut in, but that's a change for the lead. So I'm going to jump back onto a replay and see what happened because, yeah, Matheson was closing up on Clark pretty quickly, and I wonder if Clark just struggled under the pressure there. Is he going to do what I think he does? Yes, he runs wide into the gravel as well, and then Matheson gets the run at him and goes brave into the first chicane.
Yeah, it's a good move as well. Got the inside, knew he had to be brave there. Try and do him a little bit on the brakes, but Clark's coming. You know, this replay finish, and Clark is sticking with him, so it's not over by a long stretch. They've got just over half the race left.
Indeed, yes. 4/10 the gap, and apparently Nightbot is distracting the drivers. Not entirely sure.
And then Nightbot responded.
It's scribbled to our YouTube. I love how Nightbot just stays completely on task. Like you're not going to shake me from it. I'm gonna keep telling you what I need to tell you is my job. There we go. Chad QVM enjoyers, indeed. You are very welcome along. my voice as well. It's normally a little bit better than this, isn't it, Johnny?
No.
Thank you for that. As Shipper runs a little bit wide into the gravel, I'm just going to completely ignore the buffoon on the other end of this comms box, and Shipper has lost another position by running wide into the gravel.
Boyd lost it. Well held, that man.
Wow, that was an absolute hold. Good stuff from Callum Boyd. As we pick up with Sebastian Lucasen there, coming into the chicane. Craig Matheson back out front. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, it looks like he's just pulling out a little bit of a gap now. I'll be interested to see if Clark can stay with him, or he's going to drop back and go back into the grips of Shipper behind him. So it could be good for Matheson if he can get away. But you know, Clark did have a nearly 3-second gap. So anything can happen in these races.
Yeah, we'll compare the lap times as they go across the line, because it's the first time that they've gone head-to-head on lap times. And yeah, Clark 0.5 of a second slower than Matheson that time around. Matheson with a 38.6 and Clark with a 39.1. So you would suggest that Matheson's probably got the pace at this moment in time. Shipper, though, was actually a 10th slower than Clark. So I think Clark's got a good hope of holding on to that second.
Yeah, a good little battle as well further back. Boyd trying to come back through in between Jelinek and Jackman, and these guys are concertinaed up with, you know, it's just a second between them. So,
Johnny, that's your second long word of the night. What's going on?
I don't know. I had a skinful last week, and I think it's knocked a few brain cells, or maybe even improved my brain cells.
It couldn't go the other way, really, could it? So.
No.
Oh dear. Boyd is having a good look at Jelinek, and I thought he was going to go for the second send into the second chicane of this race, but thought better of it, and he's now trying to get a good run. But you're absolutely right. Casey Jackman is there following this one closely as Boyd runs a little bit wide into the dirt. So these three glued together as they go into the hairpin.
Yeah, good run from Boyd.
Jelinek was deep, so Boyd might just have a good look here as they come into what I think is called the Jackie X Bocht.
Jelinek's defended that really well, though. Stuck it on the inside, made it difficult, and Jackman's actually, because Boyd had to back out, Jackman's got a little run on Boyd here.
Now, which one of them might try the Johnny switcheroo here? No need, because Boyd with an absolute send, and that pushed Jelinek out of the way. I thought Jackman was going to be able to follow through then, not literally, hopefully, but you know, through and take that position from Jelinek as well. But Petter managed to save it and hold on. But that is the battle now, is between the purple and the silver car as Jelinek runs wide again, and Jackman takes that position. Yep.
Zam is currently 3.5 seconds behind Jelinek. So Jelinek is in 7th, Zam is in 8th.
That's him coming through the chicane, isn't it? Yep, there we go. There's Zamfir Radu for QV Motorsports. I hope you guys are playing some kind of drinking game where every time we say QV Motorsports, you have to take a drink. QV Motorsports, QV Motorsports, QV Motorsports. A bit further back through the field, Stefan Gerlich has just run a bit wide, and that has given Heike van der Veen 13th now, so he's only one place off the Johnny prediction. But Johnny, your failed... No. But I think they've all survived. Oh dear. You got a bit of pinball wizard towards the back of the field there. The two in front. Two in front going at it into the second chicane. But Heike now coming back.
Round the outside, Heike. Go on.
Go on, lad. Flat out right-hander now in most cars. He's done it. Good lad.
What? Good lad.
And then switches to the inside straight away. The Willie Black school of defending is working well. Yeah, so Heike back up to 14th, so you might just fall short of your 12th prediction. Camaraderie, or Comradey Yuki, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated.
Stop talking about him, Lega's here.
Oh.
Hi, Lega!
Hello, Lega.
Sounded like a Barry White.
Dan Locke with the follow as well. Come on, you QVM boys. Let's all get the follows done. I have no idea who this Timbo's fan is, but
Fantastic
yeah. Roll Wife with the follow as well. I almost lost the voice then. Oh dear.
Oh,
Yeah, never mind. But where is your Wikipedia?
What, my Wikipedia page?
That's what Timbo's fan wants to know.
I think someone should make... Actually, no, don't do that.
No, definitely not. Oscar 0110_ is now following. Love it. Appreciated. Very good. Very good. So back up at the front, Matheson is now 2 seconds clear of Clark. So with 3 minutes 20 to go. Oh, we've got a car stopped there. Who was that? That's Menzies, unfortunately. So he's just dropped a lap.
I was just looking as well. Boyd must have had an issue because he's now dropped behind Jackman and Jelinek as well. So as he gets sideways, and Jelinek, and it's like synchronised spinning.
Oh, very good. So let's pick up a replay of that. But I like synchronised spinning. That's good.
Yeah, it was. There was no contact. I think Jelinek gets into the first corner, loses the rear end, and then Boyd follows suit, and they go off in different directions.
Well, we're about to see for ourselves as they come down into turn 1. This is a replay. And, yeah, no contact at all. How strange. Maybe somebody dropped some oil.
It's not Mario Kart.
No.
Similar cars, but...
drive-through for Menzies as well. So his night goes from bad to worse. And they are similar cars. You're absolutely right. And there's a phrase I didn't expect to see on our chat. Comrady says, you guys are blessed. I don't think we've ever been blessed, have we?
Sometimes get blessed with a mallet if I'm snoring or something.
Yeah, so Zamfir has got himself up to 6th, but Jelinek with the send trying to retake that position. Yeah, Jelinek with a half spin off the back of it. Zamfir stayed nice and calm for QV Motorsports. Drink, drink, drink. And has managed to hold that 6th place.
That's good stuff from Zam, that is. He's just been steady throughout the race and picked up, and like you said, all these crashes are just a plot for Zam to take podium.
Stefan Gerlich with the Razzoon car. Looking good. He is in 12th. Menzies is in to take his drive-through. But Matheson clear out front. So I think there's... is this going to be the final lap, or are they... No, they're going to squeeze another one after this, aren't they, I think?
Yeah, I think they will be close. Yeah, probably will get one more in. But I've just seen that Lucasen is slowly creeping up on Schipper as well for that 3rd place. So that'll be interesting with what, a lap and a half to go.
And let's face it, Schipper's not going to be able to miss him coming, because look at how bright that car is.
Isn't it very similar to the Pulse colours?
It is very, very similar to the Pulse colours. But there we go. He's certainly going to alert Schipper to his presence with all that fluorescentness. Johnny, QVM sounds like our kind of place, you know. They have a safety rating requirement of less than 40. That is us two to a T, isn't it?
Certainly. My safety rating's that low on ACC. It comes up play Wreckfest.
And quite often you do with your wrecking ball.
I'm not going to sing.
Go on.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
There's that clip button we managed to get Johnny to sing. There we go. I'm going to have to extend the bloopers video, aren't I?
Oh, good God.
You got to be impressed that I included my crap rap in it, though.
Oh, brilliant! I think we should have part 2 as well.
No. Definitely.
Legarov gone deaf. Thanks.
if only for your sake he'd gone deaf just before he did it. So we are on the final lap now. There is another race to come after this though, so don't go running away. I couldn't run away anyway.
Oh no! Lucasen was about half a second behind Shipper, and he was looked to battle for that position, and he's just lost it.
Right, we're going to pick up a replay here. Apparently you have to take part in the Voice of Holland.
Jesus.
I don't think Johnny could take part in the voice of his house.
I'm not allowed out of the country, so I couldn't do that.
Oh, that's also true, yes. Oh, yeah, he just dropped it coming out of the chicane, pushing a bit hard, but and did give the barrier a little whack on exit, but got himself going again. Only dropped the one place, I think, to Casey Jackman. But let's go check in with our leader, because Matheson crosses the line to take the win. Lewis Clark will be next up. There he is, 3.6 seconds the gap in the end. Then we've got Shipper in third. Casey Jackman is going to hold on to fourth ahead of your man Lucasen. Bastian Lucasen there.
Sam's going to hold on to sixth.
He is only just, but he holds on to sixth by 0.4 of a second from Petr Jelinek. So well done, QB Motorsports. Roland Hackle, a lonely 8th across the line. Branson Helvey trying to hold off Callum Boyd to the line. And does so successfully. So Branson across the line in 9th. Boyd in 10th. Gerlich coming down towards the end. Something's on fire in the forest there. But never mind. And Gerlich now out of the final corner, and he is going to take 11th, just ahead of Quinn van der Waal. There goes Quinn in 12th. Heike van der Veen, he's going to take 13th. So that's a pretty solid race from Heike. Through from 18th on the grid. Good job, that man. Sean Conliffe.
I can get on board with some of these guys. Zam's now going to be taken out the back for not finishing on the podium.
That's what Johnny does with our enduro drivers if they don't win.
Bit of lead beyond the ear, it'll be fine.
On radio, shh, nobody will know apart from all of the people that you've just told on Twitch. Good lad. Heike says not top 10, but I'll take 13th. Yes, good man. Oh, look, Zam's in the chat now.
Hi, Zam.
The famous Zam.
That's good to see. And obviously, it's not over yet. We've got another race to go.
Oh, Casey had to save fuel last lap. Look, when you can see the chat after the race. I'll try not to cough down the microphone. McKenna Russell. That was his first ACC race. That's a good job. Well done, McKenna. That's really good to not only come and join your first race, but also to finish it. So good job.
You're about to go to your second as well.
Although you do have the highest ping I have seen for a long time. But never mind. Yeah, a few of them with some fuel issues.
Now, guys, it's great to have so many people in the chat. Make sure you hit that follow button so you know when we're going live next. And come and join us in oNiD. If you like what we do on stream, this is pretty much like what we do all day, every day. Is we just have a bit of a laugh. We have some really good racing. So come and join us. There's plenty of racing going on. You're more than welcome.
Indeed, you are. Normally I'm a little bit more lively than this, but Johnny's making up for that tonight. Huh?
Lega said my name, and he's violated the.
Yes.
Oh, here he is. Look.
Oh, look, Jimbo Mansi, KTM, Zolder.
Yeah, your idea, and you've bailed.
Dear. Right, we're in the same server for race 2, aren't we?
We are in the same server,
okay,
yes.
Good. I was just having a bit of a moment there, but there's a nice little wait in between, isn't there?
There is a nice little wait in between,
good.
Which means we can chat to our lovely, lovely viewers. Wish Jimmy has arrived.
Wish Jimmy. Do you know what? I almost did him a new profile badge with Wish Jimmy on it. But what? I know the man is pure Wish Jimmy, right?
Bless him. I hope the holiday was good though, mate. And yes, Lega has found a way around the no Johnny rule.
with a 0. Yeah, good man. Oh, it's dark.
It is dark. This will be
very dark
now. Very dark.
God, I thought you were going to go into Funny Bones then. Did you listen to Funny Bones when you were a kid or see it? It was a book. I know it was a book, but it was a... Did you hear that in the background? It was a book, you idiot.
Have we finally got Claire on stream?
Yeah, you did briefly have Claire on stream then. Yes, there you go.
My God.
You know, she'll choose her moment to pipe up when it's a moment to tell me that I'm stupid, basically.
Funny Bones was a TV program, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a TV program as well. But she's right. Yeah.
I can't remember it. In the dark something in a dark town.
Some skeletons lived or something. I'm gonna.
Yeah, there was a dog and stuff, weren't there? Yeah.
I'm literally gonna have to look it up now. Where's the? Obviously, I can't play it because then we'd probably get ourselves a copyright strike. Which, nobody wants. It's not a song, but I've searched for Funny Bones lyrics. Oh, hang on. Here we go. I might have got. Oh, it said. Ooh. In a dark town, in a dark street. In the dark street, there was a dark house. In the dark house, there were dark stairs. Down the dark stairs, there was a dark cellar. And in the dark cellar, some skeletons lived. There was a big skeleton, a little skeleton, and a dog skeleton. Woof. So there you go.
There you go. Thank you for just doing Funny Bones live on stream. I like it.
Oh dear.
I'm not even going to say that. Have you seen? Not so much more meats and cheese. He's just put cheesy meat.
So was that you just said I'm not going to say that and then promptly said it?
Yeah, it was too funny not to.
Oh, Princess JT remembers Funny Bones. Funny Bones was quality.
Funny Bones was great.
Where I got that from was there's a Tumblr that's called Dark Street. So yeah, there we go. That's from somebody who lives in Sheffield. So they're used to dark streets.
Which Jimmy and his cheesy meat.
That's a holiday if ever you've heard one, right?
Oh my God.
Oh dear. Well, welcome back. Petition for Jimmy to sponsor QV Motorsports.
Wish Jimmy.
Yeah. Oh. Hang on a minute. They don't all think that the Jimmy that we're talking about is the real Jimmy, do they?
Oh no, I hope not.
It's not that Jimmy.
Is Jimmy usually here? This is the question we get every week. So I'll quickly, while these guys are out on their outlap, so we have Wish Jimmy, which is Jimbo Mancy, and we are running events for the real Jimmy Broadbent. So we are running his events. He won't attend every race, but he will race in the odd one or two when he's not busy doing his real life racing and when he's not doing his stuff on his streams as well. So you may see him pop up, but if you want to watch Wish Jimmy race, you can see him on a Tuesday, and he's one of our rookie coaches and he's also an oNiD community manager, so he's always about if you want to have a chat with Wish Jimmy.
I think we should petition for Wish Jimmy to race in the BTCCs on Wednesday night, which is the next round of this series. We will be going to Chang and take it. I'm just going to put it up on screen. Next round is this Wednesday, Volvo S40 BTCC. Yes, that is the 1999 car around Chang. So there's a few people signed up for that already, but get yourself in and racing on that. But my petition is for Wish Jimmy to race in that. Now, very quickly before these guys get started, Callum Boyd is going to need to switch his lights on, or else he will find himself in some bother once this race starts.
Oh, some great people just arrived. Greggles, hello, mate, and Rob the Ace. What a hero!
I've literally never heard somebody with more of a man crush on another man than you do on Rob.
It's because he's the only one in oNiD that actually likes NASCAR.
He's the only other stupid one, you mean?
Oh wow!
You still haven't noticed that I changed the
yes,
channel
I have.
ages ago, by the way. Anyway, here we go. So we're about to go racing again. Green flag, and we are off and running. And Matheson is to the inside and takes the lead again. There's a gaggle of cars a little bit further back, so I'll be amazed if we get through safely there. But it looks like we have. So well done, everyone. Good driving. Now, this time last race, Matheson was under some real pressure from Shipper. And it's the same deal now. Shipper gets to the inside. So Shipper takes the lead early doors once again. Great move.
Matheson's though going to get... He's going to try for the outside into chicane. That is brave. I think Shipper's going to have that covered. He is. So that's good from Shipper again. Let's see if he can keep it on the track and point in the right way.
So Zam, I think, has had a tricky start. He's down to 11th, but I'm sure he can come through. You look at the performance from the last race.
Rob's just been thrown out of the chat for spelling my name right. Yeah, you can't spell it right. Put J0NMY and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll just go and set up a new rule for that one as well, which I can do that because Johnny doesn't understand how to use Nightbot, so I can just keep doing that. Comrady with the subscription, so thank you for
what a hero.
Oh, we love to see that. That is great stuff. Zam up into the top 10 as you did it. So I think each time somebody from QV Motorsport subscribes, then Zam moves up a position. So, you know, if you all get the subscriptions in, he could end up winning this race.
Rob's just said he's going to call me Hunk like he usually does.
Oh my god. Meanwhile, back up at the front, Shipper in full-on defence mode from Matheson, who runs out a bit wide, trying to find a gap. We're on board now with Craig Matheson.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, I knew that little cough was coming. It was just a little tickle. Jeez. Oh, not you as well.
Yeah. He's not only bad enough that we have the same ideas usually at the same time, and we usually finish each other's sentences. We now possibly could have Rona at the same time.
Indeed, yes. I'm the only one confirmed, though, so far.
My missus sat next to me. She's just gone, Rona friends.
Friends. Indeed. Shipper's doing all right on this lap. He's managed to gap Matheson a little bit, but there's this could be a humdinger of a battle. Now, look, there is the word of the night.
Humdinger.
Humdinger. I thought Matheson was going to go into the back of Shipper then. They managed to avoid it, so good job. These two out front still battling hard. And look, Radu's up to 9th. So he's coming back through. And obviously, guys, I was only joking about the need for you all to subscribe. Don't worry about that. He's obviously going to do it himself.
Lucasen.
Sorry, go on.
I'm watching Lucasen and Casey Jackman just going into turn 1. Looks pretty tight, that one. Lucasen, I thought he was going to try the old Johnny Shuffle.
Juffle?
The Juffle. It's not like the Truffle Shuffle.
As we see Matheson trying to make a move on Shipper. The problem is I now can't get that out of my mind related to you. Oh, Jesus.
As Lucasen has got a really good run on Jackman here. So he can have a go on the inside of the chicane. Be brave if he does.
He's backed out. That's good fair racing, I think, isn't it? Oh, who's that in the background? That's Conliffe taking a bit of a spin. He's off on the grass there somewhere. So, look, QVM boys. Zamfir Radu up to 7th. Look at the man coming through the field. Good action behind, though, between Helvey and Menzies. Menzies looking for a better race than he had last time around, but Branson Helvey gets past, but promptly runs out wide onto the grass. And holds that position, though. So these things grip well on the grass. That must be the motorbike in them, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Matheson, we're on board with him here because he's still pretty close to Shipper, but if we jump back one, Boyd right with them with a grandstand seat as well.
Going to get really tight. Really tight. Really close racing coming up. As you see, Matheson then takes a slightly different line, but gets a really good exit on Shipper.
Switcheroo! Is it?
Maybe. Yes, I think if he keeps inside, definitely.
Oh, lovely job. Really nicely done. We do like a switcheroo in these parts. And the man just pulled it off. But Callum Boyd now getting much closer to Matheson. Sorry, not Matheson, Shipper. So he might be planning something himself. Currently has the fastest lap of the race as well. Oz Menzies has had a moment. He's gone off. So a difficult night for Menzies. He's got reasonable pace, but struggling to string it all together right now. But Matheson out into the lead then. Shipper second, Boyd third, Clark fourth.
Great little battles going on further down the field as well. Quinn van der Waal on Stefan Gerlich. That's a good little battle going on. They just had a little bit of a coming together through the second chicane, but they both survived it.
Which chicane?
The second chicane.
I thought you said the second one.
The second one.
I've been joined by Sean Connery, ladies and gentlemen. It's the second chicane.
I've got the tits.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Dear. Apparently number 64 is an imposter, Lucasen.
Actually, Zam.
Yeah. Here we go. So Matheson now half a second clear of Shipper out front. Danlock says top 5 or DNF. I mean, that's... he's got 4 seconds to close up on Lucasen, so that's the hard bit. But if Lucasen and Jackman start fighting, then that could easily be done. Meanwhile, up front, these boys battling it out. I did see a question in chat earlier on as well about do you get the mod pack for the Volvo, and basically for any of our AC events that run through SGP, you just need to go onto the simracing.gp event page, and there is a tab there for mods, and you can download them there. I don't think the Volvo's a paid mod. Sure, it's not.
No, I don't think it is. I think it's a freebie.
Yeah. It was interesting. I saw Anita. Did you see the email from Race Sim Studio the other day?
Oh, an incident. Sorry, I was just watching. Gerlich has had a bit of an incident with Van der Waal, looks like.
Right, I'm switching back to the replay. We'll talk about the Race Sim Studio bit in just a moment. But here you go, look. This is... So we're watching Gerlich here. And that is Quinn van der Waal right behind.
Yeah, Chittle in front, I think, is... Yeah, just gone into the back of him.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, one of them things, it's very difficult in that braking area as well, so...
Especially in the dark, right?
Yeah, really difficult. But they're all coping rather well with it. So, you know, the first few corners were...
Lucasen ahead of Jackman. Lucasen ahead of Jackman. So that one's been done, but Jackman looking for a way back past. What it has done is it's brought Zamfir within 2.4 seconds of this battle. So this is exactly what you QVM boys want, is these boys battling away, and then your man Zam can close the gap. But yeah, I was just going to mention Race Sim Studio. My interpretation of the email that I read from RSS, which, as you know, Johnny, I love the work that RSS do on their mods. They do superb stuff. I mean, we've really enjoyed some of their mods over the races that we've done in the past. But it would appear that actually a lot of them are based in the Ukraine, and you know, obviously, for obvious reasons, unable to focus on modding at the moment. So you know, they were putting out there that actually you're not going to see anything from them for a while. That was the way I interpreted the email anyway. And look, if that's the case, then let's just go and buy some RSS mods for AC and put some money in their pockets. They do a great job, and hopefully they can get back to it soon enough.
Yeah, some of their single-seater stuff is fantastic.
And the Hyperion, don't forget the Hyperion.
Yeah, the NASCAR is brilliant. The Indy cars are brilliant. You know, anything they put their hand to, it's really good. I'm hoping they do an updated Hyperion for this season, because the new gen cars are fantastic in NASCAR. So, yeah, like Adam says, let's all go and do our bit. Let's go and buy some content and help them as much as we can. And then hopefully they'll come back with a few more mods later in the year, once they've all gone to the Winchester and it's all blown over.
Oh, indeed, yes. Let's hope so. I've just flicked onto a replay because I think we're about to see an incident between Marek Chittle and Petr Jelinek, or maybe it was just Chittle by himself. Yeah, it was Chittle by himself. So
gravel.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. There was an incident between the two of them because Jelinek's dropped it in the same part of the track. So how weird that we've seen that a couple of times tonight.
Yeah, synchronised spinning. We love it. Well, we don't love to see it. It's unfortunate for the drivers, but it looks good.
Yeah, you just thought you'd drop in a Tom Stocks quote, really, didn't you?
Good old Tom Stocks.
Good old Stocksy, indeed. Talking of which, I hope those boys are getting on well with the first Mazda MX-5 league race over on oNiD tonight on AC. So, yeah, good solid grid put together for the Assetto Corsa series there, the MX-5 Cup of Asia, or Asia Cup series. Meanwhile, we've got Clark right on the back of Boyd. Now, Shipper, I believe, based on what I saw in chat, was involved in an incident. I'm sorry that we missed it. I think we were focused on something else at the time in the race. But, yeah, so Shipper down to 4th. But Boyd is 2nd with Clark 3rd and right up the back of Boyd.
Yeah, and Zam's closing in on Casey Chapman as well, so, and Lucasen, so, as Sam just goes off. Oh no! I'll give him the curse.
You have give him the curse.
Give him the curse.
It's a little replay so that everyone can see what happened. He actually did quite well to stop that going all the way round and stop it hitting a barrier. So he's not out of this one yet, and he can find his way back past Helvey. That is for sure. But let's go back up to Boyd and Clark. As Dan Locke said, he fucked it. And no, that was not a swear word. There we go. Can you have the link for Wednesday's Volvo race? Can't find it on SGP. Yes, we can sort that one out.
There it is.
Johnny has done it. There you go. QVM will never recover mentally from this. I like the sound of QVM. So Gerlich is getting pretty close to Semken as well. Semken's a name that I haven't used yet tonight, so must have been having a pretty quiet night, but he's no longer quiet because Gerlich right with him. So we'll see how that one pans out in just a bit. We're also going to keep an eye on this Clark and Boyd battle as Boyd runs across the inside of the curb. Must have picked himself up a track warning there. And now Clark closing in, taking that off-road route down to the hairpin. Clark pushing on, trying to find a way through into second. Meanwhile, Callum Boyd must be extending his series lead out there.
Yeah, no, he will be. He's attended every round of the series so far, so he'll be a clear leader at the minute.
I think he's booked in for the Volvos on Wednesday, if I remember correctly.
Well, just flick to Zam, if we can, for the QVM boys. He is very close to the back of Helvey.
So this is the view looking backwards from Helvey at the QVM car. And Helvey holding that position for now. But I'm not sure that's the advice we want, roll wife. It's the advice that Johnny would often follow, but yeah. Danlock get back what he's taken from us. Yeah, there we go.
Can we not use kill him? I prefer the Mortal Kombat of finish him.
I should tell you a story about that phrase off stream.
Finish him.
Anyway. Yeah, it's a lot more sinister than that. Roland Hackle is in the barriers, unfortunately, and well done. He was going to reverse back out there, but thought better of it. But let's go back on board with Zam. He has dropped back a little bit, so let's just check back in on the Boyd and Clark battle.
Both seem to be drawing a little bit of time on Matheson as well, so it went from 5.5 seconds to 4.5 seconds. So if they're sensible, they work together and get to the back of Matheson with a lap or so to go, and then really go for all three of them go for the win.
That'll be a big push. 4.5 seconds in 3 minutes left, but you never know. Like you say, if they work together, these things can happen. But here's Helvey with Radu really all over the back of him now. Looking back at the front of Radu's car, and he is seriously close. I thought he was going for a move up the inside, but Helvey is out wide. And yeah, that was bordering on a switcheroo, really, wasn't it?
It was. He just kind of stuck his nose at the inside, which forced Helvey to go wide and touch the gravel, which means that move was done before the next corner. Good bit of driving there. Done.
Yep, no contact, and that's what you like to see. A nice smooth move.
Oh, I thought that was close from Helvey on the brakes.
I'm glad you actually managed to put some words in those noises then.
Well, I thought the Zam's backside was about to get yeeted, but he was all right.
Quim van der Waal in the wall on the exit of the chicane. Oh, well held, because I thought he was about to do rejoin of the century then, but managed to pull out of that in the end. So Matheson, I think there's probably going to be one more lap after this one. So penultimate lap then, gap out to 4.8. To Boyd, but Boyd has Clark-related issues right now, because look how close that one is.
That is very close. He's going to look to get a good exit onto the straight to the first chicane.
I like Conrady's advice: become wider. It sounds very. What's the word I'm looking for?
Old English.
Inspirational. Motivational. Yes.
Motivational.
Yes, indeed. Becometh wideth. So
Sammy's here.
Sammy is here. So I would guess that the Mazdas have finished. Either that or Sammy's rage quit. But that's not his style, is it?
No. But Clark is again all over the back of Boyd.
Oh,
Sam says he had
great race. Good stuff.
Good.
So this is for second place. There's going to be one more lap after this one. We've got a yellow flag out there. It is for Quinn van der Vaart, who's had another moment, unfortunately. This is your race leader, Craig Matheson. 4.7 clear at the moment. But this is where your battle is. It's for second between Boyd and Clark. Boyd runs a bit wide in the penultimate corner. So Clark will have a real opportunity now. Is he going to go outside or inside into T1? He's looking to the outside. So is he going to dummy switch back?
Bring up the Johnny Shuffle.
The truffle. That's what we're going to call it now. Yeah.
The Juffle Struffle.
Yeah, surely. Boyd continues to hold on to that second. There was a couple of times there where I thought he was really about to lose that position, but he's done well. Clark's going to have to push on this final lap and see if he can find a way through. Radu very close to the back of Helvey. So Helvey obviously got back past Radu. So he did not becometh wideth enoughteth. And Helvey back through then. Back to this battle for second. And
where do we think Clark's going to send it?
Into the hairpin. It's the place that makes sense. But it's either going to be into the hairpin or into the penultimate corner, right? So Dan Locke says it's rigged.
Oh, there goes Clark.
Oh, he does. So it was a send at the hairpin, and it doesn't work. And there is muchos contactos. But look at Shipper now wanting to get in on the action. He spies a wounded Clark heading into the penultimate corner.
On the marble, surely not.
Oh, wow. I thought he was going to take Boyd with him. Please give that position back. And he's going to. Very good. Yeah. Good stuff, guys. Good, hard racing. We like to see it. Matheson with the win. Boyd second, Clark third, and Shipper fourth. Let's go check in.
Spun car. It was Russell. I just saw a spun car at the last corner when it was all going off, and I thought it was the leader, but it wasn't. It was Russell.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zamfir Radu has got back past Helvey to take seventh. Sixth. He took sixth. Casey Jackman got dropped. Casey's in the pits, look.
Yeah, Casey must have had an issue. So Zamp gets sixth.
He does indeed. So the national tragedy is avoided. So, yeah, I don't know what happened to Casey there. Casey will probably jump into the chat.
Sorry.
Wow, sorry about that.
Casey underfueled.
But isn't that for the second race in a row? Didn't he have to fuel save last time around?
He put underfueled again. It didn't work this time.
Oh, dear. And OLPC, for a series... like this one, yes, you can join partway through. There's 3 more events to go in this series, and you're welcome to join whichever ones of those races you can. This is like a social series, so feel free to come join in.
Absolutely, get involved.
Dan Locke said, "Pegef we you way quiet you word." 7HST.
That is the most sense you've made all night, and please clip it.
That will happen, don't worry. Yeah. And, Hiker's having a whinge again. Jesus. Yeah, we need to find that box and put him back in it, don't we?
It's your fault, Hiker.
Rusty Plastic, need to have a chat with my strategists about fuel. Ouch. So Casey, you weren't the only one tonight by the looks of it.
Hiker says he's not going in the box.
We're going to put you in a penalty box if you're not careful. We'll
naughty corner.
Yeah, naughty step. The Hiker step. But there you go. So Matheson with the win in race 2. It was there was some really good battling through that tonight, wasn't there?
Yeah, fantastic. Really, really good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that. Them top, the top 4 guys were in a league of their own, but they really showed some great racing, and even when they did get it a little bit wrong at times, which is what racing's all about, you've got to push the limits. They were fair in giving places back and so on and so forth. So yeah, really, really good. Pleased it's nice little turnout. Like I said, for the GT4s, you don't need the big numbers of GT3s.
Well, there was plenty of action up and down through the field, wasn't there?
Yeah, definitely was.
Hiker means the sketchy driving of the KTM. Of course you did.
He said also leave them out of the box is the only time you can see the sky.
Sop Rafa with the follow, thank you for that. Much appreciated. If there's anyone still listening who hasn't quite hit that follow button yet, then go for it. Michael, never driven the KTM, so some bad mistakes from me. Is that you, Mr. Shipper? Some good stuff. Roland Hackle Racing, who was in the race tonight, thanks for the follow as well. And oh, look, Johnny. Look, Johnny. We are blessed and officially QVM honorary members now.
Wow.
I'm
awesome.
Quite chuffed about that.
I am chuffed for that.
Yeah. It was really good fun to have you guys along, and feel free to come back anytime. Like he says, please not the box, Johnny, please. Yes, it was Michael Shipper. Michael, you gave us some really good, interesting racing to watch tonight, so thank you for that. L. Clark with the good race, happy to take second and third. Yes, you did really well tonight, sir. We thought you might have had a chance at second again in that final race, but yeah, some good racing all the same. Yeah, comradey with our pleasure. It was real fun. It was indeed. Good race, Clark, from Michael. Sammy says, good game to everyone. I watched the final 90 seconds. Good job. And that was good entertainment in the last 90 seconds. And Dan, we would be pleased to see you on Wednesday's race in those Volvos. That's a Yellowneck. I hope you laughed a lot. Not at you, don't worry. And Zam back in the chat. Great racing all. Glad I could join. Might join for the AC races as well. Yes, please do. Please do. That would be great stuff. I think, Johnny, we are about done for the night, right?
Yep. No, it won't be. You'll be back on Wednesday, won't you?
Well, let's hope so. If I'm still alive, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Don't worry. If it's a case of man flu, then it might be touch and go for a while, but you'll fight through.
Yeah. Yeah, let's face it, the vid can't be as bad as man flu, so oof.
So you'll be back Wednesday, and then
yes, and we are going to try streaming the Volvos again. So yeah, we did some streaming of the AC race last week, and it was good. We're still getting our heads around the streaming software for AC stuff, but we're going to give it a go again on Wednesday night. I think our very own Ben Brown might be racing on Wednesday night, you know?
Yeah, we haven't got a pool match this week, so he might be racing. And we've also got another live stream on Friday. Are you doing that one?
I don't know as yet. But there will be somebody in the comms box for that one, that's for sure.
So that's our 2.4 series as we head to round 3 at Nürburgring.
Yes. I'm scheduled back at the hospital on Friday, so yeah, don't know. But we'll figure that one out between us all. And there will be somebody there to talk you through the 2.4 action. That's been a great series so far.
Yeah, and we've got plenty going on, so if you're not involved in oNiD and want to come and see what we've got on, we have got Porsche GT4 evaluation starting tomorrow. Not too late to sign up for that series. We've got the Rookie League evaluation starting on Thursday. I think there's still maybe one spot available for that. I'll just reopen that back up. So, yeah, there's plenty going on. And we will be live, as we said, on hopefully Friday, hopefully Wednesday, and we'll be live as well on Sunday for the GT3 European Series.
Oh, indeed. So much stuff coming up. But for now, it's time for me to go and find some honey and lemon, and Johnny to probably go and find a thesaurus and keep learning those long words. It was good.
Yeah, thanks.
So with that, that's us done for tonight. I've been Adam D. He's been Johnny Ash.
I have. Thank you very much.
And we will see you again real soon. Thank you very much.